Ninjas, how you guys are doing? It's your girl, Owamini Shibajaro, aka Miss Fear, for bring back for all entertainment. If the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owami. Now, obviously, if it's your first time joining in, you're most definitely welcome. I am the blogger, the blog about, so you definitely have landed on the right channel. Stay, watch, and I'm definitely sure you will stay. Anyway, today I come to you guys with a Dugu. Now guys, before we get into this video, let's go ahead and check this shout out and I'll be right back.
Hi ninjas, how you guys doing? I go by the name of Dili Piana on all my social media platforms. Please don't hesitate to follow me. Anyway, I am a beauty, fashion and lifestyle content creator. Click the link below to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video to your loved ones. Guys, it's nice over there. But now go and subscribe. Love you. Thank you, Queen Ninja, for the opportunity. Bye.
Now ninjas, I do this shout out so that we can help each other grow. I will make sure that the link to this channel is in the description box down below. Make sure that you go and you obviously subscribe and you comment, watch videos and say that Queen Ninja actually sent you guys. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to all these channels that I've been shouting out. You guys are amazing. And so yeah, there's something that I'm gonna tell you guys, but let's not get into that now. Anyway, ninjas, let's go ahead and talk about this topic that obviously was trending the whole day yesterday. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about Mr. Job Job. Okay, yesterday when we woke up to news that Mr. Job Job had to hand himself into the police station for the allegations of assault. You guys know we cannot say too much YouTube, and also they're saying attempted murder. Okay, now immediately when they said this, I was like, oh damn, like is he just out here doing stuff? I'm like, oh my gosh, but it is alleged that the person that actually went on to open the case is Amanza Zopot. Okay. Now, if you guys do not remember, let me go ahead and refresh your memories. There was a time last day, if I'm not mistaken, when Job Job actually went to make G's podcast. When he was there, he was now talking about, his relations with some of the women that he had relationships with before he went to prison. One of those is Amanda Dupont, and of course, the other one is Kelly Kumalo. Now, the way that they speak their comedy when they talk about sleeping together and whatever sex, they talk about smash, right? And then obviously he talks about smashing Amanda and everything, and Amanda was like, hold my tears in this cash bubum, okay? And this is the video. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this clip.
You've worked so hard to build, so I'd like to address things that were said about me by Mulema Marahanye Jub Jub on MacG's show as well as MacG. Okay, so there's three things that I mainly want to address. The first was saying that he smashed me. First of all, Mulema, you raped me. I was raped for 2 years solidly.
Now obviously when she said that, everybody guys, like it was like instant division, like it's almost like you could hear like the noises coming from everywhere. There were people that were like, I believe you, and then there were others that were like, I'm gonna just sit this one out and see how it plays. And then there were others that were like, oh hell to the no. You get what I'm saying? Now obviously after that whole situation happened, everything like literally died down completely. There were allegations that Jub Jub and Amanda were having conversations behind the scenes, and so I remember actually saying that I don't like the fact that whenever there's something, the celebrities publicly come, but now when we're like, oh yo, what's going on, it's almost like, oh please respect our privacy. Come out and tell us exactly what is going on. So at this point, everybody guys, like I don't even want to lie, this had not been spoken of in the longest. Okay, everybody thought that this was moved on from Kante. Seems like not. Okay, now I'm not 100% sure if Amanda is the one behind this, or if there's another woman that obviously is the one that has actually come out, but a lot of people are basically, you know, thinking that it's her. So of course you guys know that Jub Jub has had run-ins with the law in terms of you know, he did actually run over kids. He was drag racing with his friends. Allegations are also saying they were under the influence, you know, they were under substance or something, and they unfortunately ended up killing a lot of kids. Hey, if I'm not too mistaken, I think 4 died, and then the other ones were the other one was brain damaged. The other ones, like, it was a horrible situation. Okay, and they rammed into these kids, and of course he was arrested, but nigga didn't even spend 10 years in jail. And I remember, like, back then, if you're an OG ninja, you remember I said I don't care what Jub Jub has to go to jail for, as long as he goes to jail, because he has not served his time enough. That's my opinion. You're not telling me that this charge was like murder, and then now it has been down to this, and next thing the guy is out even in less than 10 years, which 10 years is nothing. Like, he should have served minimum 15 years for one child. Do you understand what I'm saying? But obviously you guys know how our law is, and the fact that he also came out and it was like nothing ever happened. Like, literally he got a job, you know, he's out here up and down running after cheetahs, and you know, I just could not imagine like being a family member of one of the kids that died, or the one that's brain damaged, to have to see the person that literally did this to these children, or my child or my sibling, be out there living life as if nothing happened. Like, honestly, you're even out there on television, you're even a celebrity, you're even somebody that people are like, you know, I'm sure that it was a very hurtful situation. Of course the show is on Moja Love, and so yeah, I honestly just felt that the guy has not spent enough time in jail. Whatever they can get on him, like, let him go. It won't even be for that. It's just for him to go and serve time for those kids that he killed. I've said this many times. But anyway, ninjas, Moja Love has come out and released a statement, and I'm gonna go ahead and read the statement for you guys fast. It says, for immediate release, Moja Love learns the arrest of one of the channel's talent. Okay, the channel recently learned of media personality Molemo Jub Jub Maro Honye's appearance in court earlier today on various charges. The information at our disposal is that Jub Jub handed himself over to the police earlier today, and he is now out on bail. The channel will monitor the progress in this matter and will allow the law to take its course. Now, of course, they did say for more information this and that. So Jub Jub actually did go in, you guys, after his warrant of arrest was issued. He handed himself in, and he also got bail. Allegations are saying that he is out on 10,000 rands bail. I think what everybody knows, like, you know, if you especially are an OG, you'll know that, as I've said before, like, Jub Jub is not my favorite person. You cannot kill kids and then come out just like that. No, that's not what we're about to do. So is there any part of me that feels like, oh my gosh, you know, Jub Jub might go to jail, you know, this and this? No, absolutely not. Do I believe Amanda? If obviously, let's just say, you know, as some people are alleging on Twitter and everything, like this case scare Amanda DuPont, you know, do I believe her? No. And that's just me. I think that at this point, I am now starting to understand that, oh my gosh, I guess maybe this must be a celebrity syndrome, where it's, because personally, and I'm gonna say this, me personally, in my whole life, I'm 33 years old, in my 33 years of life in this earth, I've never met somebody that is not a celebrity that was essayed, sexually assaulted by a man, and then was like, oh, I was sexually assaulted by him. I think, you know, let me just be in a relationship with this guy. And the person was not even forced. I have never. One thing that I've seen that is mostly common with with people that are SA'd is that they do not want anything to do with their abuser. You know, they do not want, even when it comes to, like, you know, unfortunately, which these instances obviously are very hurtful, is when, like, you find a child that is being sexually assaulted at home, like maybe by, you know, an uncle or by a father, you know, or by, you know, whoever that is there that is male. When the child is still young and they do not have anywhere to go, they can be able to, like, you know, kind of, like, you know, in a way, like, I wouldn't say necessarily program, but they would put the fear in the child to say, you cannot talk about this and you're gonna stay here, this and that. Those instances I fully agree, I understand. But the moment this child is at a position where they can be able to stand by themselves, they do not want anything to do with that person. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let alone, for me, I'm realizing that, okay, this happened with Lady Zama. Now this is something that is happening with Amanda. So it means that maybe it must be something that just has to do with celebrities. Because me personally, I've not seen it in real life, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. How is it that someone is going to assault you and then you go on to have a relationship with them for years? And you're not forced. You're not forced. Even if you can say that I'm afraid, like for 2 years or something, you mean to tell me that you could not get help from anyway, from anybody? You couldn't go to anybody, like, and sit down and say, hey, this is what's happening to me. Like, I am so sorry, Shem, and I'm not even going to lie. If you're someone that has gone through something like this, I am really, really sorry. Please, maybe you can also try and make me understand. You can comment down below, or you can even send me a DM to say, hey, this is what happened to me. That is that. Because for me, what I actually realized that is a pattern is that it seems like these girls, they love these guys. You know, they love these guys. They're in toxic relationships with these guys. Yes, I'm saying it, toxic. By the time they wake up to say, damn, I fumbled, like in terms of how could I let somebody abuse me? How could I let somebody do this and that and that? Now they come out and say, oh, this person sexually assaulted me. That's the feeling that I'm honestly getting. And guys, remember, Liruna, we have been with people that we regret. Like, there are people that I regret being with, people that have done us so dirty. But it doesn't mean that I have to go out there now, lie on the person and try to destroy their life. You know, I think that at this point, it's easy for everyone out there to say, no, you know, I believe, you know, because Jub is just a stranger that we do not know. Jub is a stranger that me personally, I hope they do find him guilty of whatever and to send him back to jail so that he can sit in jail for the kids he killed. But do I think that he really honestly did what Amanda is saying? No, I don't believe. That's me, honestly. So I think that the part here that we should all just look at is that Amanda was in a relationship with Jub, right? And it does seem like she was still very young and naive. And maybe he did take advantage of her, but I don't think she was underage at that time. I don't know. And then after that, you know, she was now married, which we do not know if she's still married or not. And now this guy is coming out and talking about I smashed, you know, this is a guy that's coming from jail and this and this. And it's only at that time where you come out and say you did not smash me. I think, like, and I know I'm still going to get attacked for this video, but I'm not going to lie to you guys and claim to believe something like that I honestly do not. That's just me. I do hope that she finds healing on whatever it is that she's supposed to heal from. And if it honestly happened, it would really be a shame. But do I believe that honestly somebody is going to sexually assault you and you're gonna stay in a relationship with them for 2 years or more? Like, no. When you're not even being threatened, how even if they were threatening you guys, like how one's willingness to get their freedom, do you understand? Like, it's not like Jub was like a gang leader. I don't know, unless it was in some gang that kills people and everything. I honestly just do not. I think what the danger here is this, that as I was saying that, yeah, you know, it's okay now because, you know, it's the I believe you because it's Jub is a stranger. It's the I believe you because, you know, he's a stranger, somebody that you do not know. It now hits too close to home when your husband's ex-girlfriend from 15 years ago goes and lays charges in the police station and says, the first night that I actually was with this guy, he assaulted me. And mind you guys, whatever position your man has, he has to get suspended until they are actually finishing and doing investigations of everything. And one thing I should tell you guys about South African courts, they take their sweet precious time. Shem. They take their time. You can go there and the judge is on break on times that they're supposed to be working. I won't lie. They do not play. Like, and when you get there, they're gonna be like, okay, we're postponing the case to when. We're postponing the case to when. In case Katol Esmo took years. In case yes, Java and Ladizama, I can't remember how long, but it took a long enough time to put like major damage on his career. Who is the other person? You know, there are many people. There's also that other guy, the footballer. He's not in South Africa, he's in America. He recently also was found innocent, and that also took years. I'm telling you guys, like, it is a system. So when your husband's ex from 15 or even 10 years ago or 7 years ago decides that, hey, you know, I mean, Lady Zama went out there, as much as the men are not in prison, but at the end of the day, these girls are winning because they are destroying these guys' careers. And trust and believe, do not look at these girls and think, well, they're stupid. They're not stupid. These are smart ladies. For you to can be able to hold a platform, right, and be on the media, like, you gotta have some sort of smarts in you. Do you understand what I'm saying? They know, like, you know, this is what they do. They destroy. So one thing that I can go ahead and say to you guys is that it's all fun and games. It's all Me Too movement. It's all I believe. It's all, I'm not gonna use my common sense. I'm gonna just believe whatever it is that I'm being told, until it's your husband that is affected. It's your brother whose ex-girlfriend from 5 years, who you know was so bitter, even the fact that maybe they broke up, is now going to the police station saying that the first night that we were together, he actually sexually assaulted me. Gone the job. Even like most feminists wouldn't even stand such. You know, most feminists would not even stand such a loss and everything that is actually going on. No matter you know the truth, no matter you do not know the truth, even though they know that they can't prove it in court, these people are going to walk. But the moment you actually, like Google to Esmo, who comes out? Oh, you know, sexual assault charges. You Google boss Java, same thing pulls up. So even now, if you go to Jub, it has now updated. It's the sexual assault charges that are there. And the other thing again that you guys need to understand is that there's still a lot of people or even companies that are like, okay, we know the court did not find this person guilty. However, we cannot associate with this person just because their name is already associated with such a heinous crime. Because remember, guys, sexual assault is something that is very serious. It's something that is really bad, and it's something that obviously, like, you know, a lot of women are struggling with. So at the end of the day, I do personally feel like the girls know what they're doing, Shem. I'm not even going to lie, because how come is it that it's only the celebrities that now I hear of would somebody can sexually assault you and you go on to have a whole relationship with them? Like, oh, you did this heinous crime to me, but I'm gonna let you just have me. And then some people will have the audacity to be like, no, but trauma, people respond to trauma in different ways. So you mean to tell me that you put your hand on fire and it burns your middle finger, and then you're like, wow, this is so painful, I might as well just put my whole hand in the fire? Guys, some things, no. Me personally, I do want Jub to go back to jail. For what? I don't even care. Let the man go back to jail and save time for killing those kids. But let it also not be confused with Amanda's story and whatever it is. No, Andy Kolapo Shema won't lie. If there's a match, you know, a match for people to go support. I am not one of the people that are marching there. You know, I can be one of the people that report from the comfort of my own home, but I'm not gonna be one of those that would go and march to say, oh, justice for this and that, just because like I no ways, guys. But anyway, I guess that we'll see. One thing I do know is that, and I do believe, is that he was putting his hands on her, just because also Kelly Khumalo came out and she alleged such as well, you know. And I do know that there are people or women that do stay in abusive relationships, in terms of like you know, being in an abusive relationship where they are beating you and everything, trauma bond and all that, but honestly, for me, I do find it to be just something that I cannot fathom, because the sexual violation part, guys, especially like when somebody does that for the first time, it's not something that you can easily move from. That's why I find it to be very difficult that you know, you would be assaulted by this person and then go on to have a relationship with them, and I will explain to you guys, in terms of, as women, we are mostly attracted to how somebody treats us. When most women are in abusive relationships, and this is a fact, they are in abusive relationships with people who in the beginning of the relationship they treated them so well. This is what men do. If you need to learn, you're still young, listen to this. This is what some men do. They treat you so good in the beginning of the relationship, and then they put you through an adjustment time. And that's why it's very dangerous for you to be a very young girl dating older men, because older men know how to manipulate even more when it's a younger woman. But somebody like me now, I mean, I see tactics, you know, the pull and push, the this and this, and I'm just like, bye nigga, I'm out. But when you're young and you don't really know about this, you know, you go through those phases where, you know, it's cry and then he gives you joy, you know, and then you cry and then he gives you joy. But remember, in the beginning, he actually just gives you joy. And then after that, he puts you through that, and then it goes to a point where he now even beats you. Most women stay because they still have a memory of how this man used to treat them, especially in the beginning, and they always pray and hope that he's gonna go back to being that man that wouldn't abuse them, that wouldn't do anything. So now they have actually developed how can I say this, like a connection with this person. They have developed an attachment with this person that makes it a bit difficult for them to just pull away. Do you understand? Which is why people that are in abusive relationships, we do need to support them, but at the same time also need to tell them the truth. You understand? But if somebody sexually assaults you from day one, you have not really developed that bond. That, do you understand what I'm trying to say? You've not developed that where we can be like, oh, you know, you were now his ride or die. This is a man that is just still introducing himself. You're still getting to know this man, and for the first time he assaults you, and then he continues to assault you for the next 2 years. Does that make sense? So your bond, you immediately bonded with this man through the pain that he did to you. And there's also this picture, guys, of Amanda. That was when she was in prison, and the allegations were saying that she went to visit him. However, I think there was a time that she came out and said she was there for charity or something. She was working on something, and he happened to be there, and then he wanted a picture, so she decided that she was going to get that picture. But with me, when I looked at this picture, guys, oh God, did not look anything like, there was no I could not see like any discomfort from her part. She's smiling. It seems like Jub even has his hand on her neck. She's highly smiling, very, very close to him. I obviously cannot see, you know, where her hand is, but I would assume maybe her hand is even around his waist or something. I do not know, obviously. But she does not look like somebody that is in any distress. You know, she's there smiling. She is herself. Now, after everything this man has done to you, after even you being able to grapple and escape, you see this man in a prison where there are guards and everybody, and he wants to take a picture, but somehow you still forced that you're gonna take a picture, even smile. So this is not the time where, you know, you are older, he's behind bars. So even if he was threatening you, he can't threaten you right now. He is in jail. There are literally guards everywhere to can help. Why would you still want to be like, okay, you know what, let me be nice to my abuser, let me be nice to this guy, let me go there and also take a picture with him, let me smile, let me this and that. Ma'am, I do wish you all the best, but yeah, no, now I'm not there, you know. So yeah, it's and I've said this, that it's not every woman that will come out and say and give us a story that does not make sense, and I'm gonna just say, oh, I believe you because I'm a woman. No, I am going to use my mind. I'm gonna try my best to use my mind. Like, okay, let's put facts together here, you know, what makes sense, what doesn't, you know. All these years, guys, and other than all these years, you had a whole full-blown relationship. I do think that maybe Amanda and Lady Zama should sit down and have a full sit down and just explain, you know, not to say explain, like maybe just try make us understand that there's a different breed of women who the moment you sexually assault them, they have this thing, to let me be in a relationship with you after that ordeal. And the other part again that I think that I am going to say lastly before I actually close is that a lot of women have struggled that are real victims of SA have struggled to actually come out and talk, and due to the fact that they are afraid, maybe I will be believed, maybe I won't, you know. And I think what is really honestly just so sad that the public figures that we're having, this is the route they choose to actually go down. It is really dangerous. We did see that there was also, like, you know, a young child, a girl from school who falsely accused this little boy, and unfortunately the little boy took his life. And after he had passed, that's when the girl said, I was joking, you know. Due to the fact that this is now taken as such a light thing, it actually devalues the whole aspect of women trying to, you know, get over all this, and women trying to support each other and everything. How do we support each other when we've got rotten apples amongst us? How? And also do not forget, guys, that Amanda DuPont is the same one that sat in her car crying and then asked that all women who Jub has ever sexually assaulted and all women who Meg G has ever sexually assaulted should come forth in a country full of liars. Do you understand how much she literally did? Like, anybody could have, I could have come out and said, Meg G did something to me as well. Anybody could have. Literally putting these guys' lives in danger, because if you're being falsely accused, trust and believe, jail is no nice place, especially when you're innocent. Like, it's just heartbreaking. So other than that, not only did that also like impact Momegji, but I think at that point they did not get renewed for the other I think season 2 of their podcast on Channel O. There was a lot that actually went down. However, one thing about me, as I said, I don't care if Jub goes to jail, because I do feel he belongs there since he killed kids. I don't believe Amanda. All I'm going to do is I'm just sitting here and I'm gonna watch where does this end. But I think that maybe at this point, maybe Amanda is going to come out with more information and talk about things that I will also sit down and be like, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. Then it means that maybe Jub actually did this. But up until now, no. But I do hope that Jub goes to jail, because you can't just kill kids and still have your life out here. No, you cut kids' lives short. So basically that is it, and where I stand. I think that the only reason why I even went so long with this video talking about this is because I do personally feel like as a country we need to honestly stand up here. We also need to stand up, because at the end of the day, you may think that Anna, this is not going to affect me, but you're raising a son. And it's someone's daughter that's gonna falsely accuse your child. You have got a husband who is a provider, who has a jealous ex out there that can come out and say that in 2007 this man sexually assaulted me, and everybody's gonna be like, I believe you, and then this man loses his job, everything. Guys, let's not lie. As much as I love my women, we are also like some spiteful humans. Women will go through, hey, that's why, but see, there's no, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Forget about it. Not even like when a woman is in anger, when a woman is scorned, even the devil sits down and he starts taking notes. Okay, this is how you do, women, yeah. I'm telling, sorry, my memory card, but what I'm saying is that you also have got brothers, you know. So this is our situation. Honestly, we will see what goes on. Again, as I'm saying, I do not know if it's the Amanda situation. However, that's what everybody on Twitter seems to believe. So I think that we're going to definitely see how this ends. And yeah, from Women, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye, ninjas.